join the bandwagon or.
No, we're still doing what
Others do. Yeah,
our
of course.
existing marketing programs for that. But we're still trying to open new markets for us. But we're basically what we'll do then is the same strategy that we do for right now.
But in a different setting,
yeah, different. Customize it for them.
Different. Was there an instance before? I know, of course, we've been talking about good stuff about customers, but I'm sure we can't satisfy everyone. So there were times probably in the past, or I don't know when, but that customers complained, and what was your response to that? I mean, of course, your goal is to satisfy the customer and give the best service you can. But how about for those who complain?
Of course, there will always be cases like that. So you can't please everyone. There will always be people. I remember this one case when a customer was really angry because it turns out she applied she didn't apply the product correctly to her.
So she was complaining.
She complaining that some allergies. So you have in time like that you have to be calm. You have to tell them to calm down.
So you shouldn't panic.
Shouldn't panic
ahead of them and panic with them.
Yes. You shouldn't. You should be really calm about it. Just tell them na. So we told the customer to just to go to our clinic so our dermatologist could look at it. And it's usually just allergies. So we just give them medicine for allergies. And ointments.
So how were they? Were they satisfied with what you did, or they complained all the more?
No. They stopped naman after. So it turns out that she applied the product
incorrectly. Yeah.
So we just told her how to.
Because the greatest nightmare for businesses is, losing customers, of course. But as I've said, you can't really satisfy everyone. How do you keep those your core customers in place? I mean, in that kind of zone that they would always want to, look forward to products that your company will offer, or, that's the most important thing, because losing them would be, it's hard to, it's really creating an impression that.
There are people with sensitive skin. Sometimes you have to talk to them that you have to consult first with a dermatologist before you try this.
Yeah.
So
there's always a disclaimer.
Yeah, sometimes they experiment them with all kinds of products, which is wrong.
Yeah.
Usually, you should just stick with the system.
Yeah.
For our products, we have a system on how to use. For example, 3 to 4 products.
Yeah.
There's a certain system that you have to use that, so that. Kasi what happens is when you put other products in, there are different chemical reactions there, which is could lead to bad effects to some people.
So they should never try to solve their own problems without
they shouldn't
consulting.
Experiment too much.
Yeah.
Usually you should stick with each beauty skincare line has a system. You should stick to that so that to avoid problems.
That's good, because I think that's a great concern that you have to address right now, especially since a lot of people are saving on money and they want to do their own thing. But as you said, your greatest advice is also to avoid creating your own system. I'm sure you've done your testing and everything for the combination.
There are some girls, some customers, they would tell me that they would use 5 different kinds of creams all in one day. But they really want to get I advise them that that's wrong. Don't experiment with different type of products.
And then in that way you're able to strengthen your bond with them also, because you give that extra advice that probably other people. I think the competition now lies in how you deal with your customers.
Of course.
Especially with soap, let's not deny that there's so many soap brands right now. So I can just imagine how everyone. Soap is of course easy to make at home also, and commercially there are factories that I'm sure you have your own manufacturing, but what I'm trying to say is for people to actually want to enter the soap business, you think that the key here is just customer relations? Assuming that the product is good.
You have to distinguish yourself from your other customers, and
how do you advise people to, let's say, if they want to enter a soap business or something that in a highly competitive industry, what would be the standout factor?
It's different for each case. Like for us, we saw that there's a need there's a need for us to really interact with the customers.
I mean, it's not. I'm sure it's not general for all businesses, but they would.
Yeah, it depends on on your situation or your strength. Or we focus on that. We focus on building good customer relations. So
and in the end, it really pays off.
It paid off for us. We're doing all right.
How long have some of your customers been with you? Maybe do you have customers from 20 years ago or 10 years ago?
Yeah, from all the way back from the 90s. I always
even if all these new skincare lines have come out, they're still.
Kasi for some of our customers, they really trust our products. We really built that good relationship with them. So they really trust our products. So whatever products that would come,
they don't really mind it anymore because
they're confident with our products. They know that.
So it's really building that trust and confidence in the customer. I think that's what new entrepreneurs should also focus on in the beginning, especially if you're talking about things that you put on your skin or things that you take in, because these are very sensitive. Yeah. So if you're not able to take care of, I mean, if they put it in it, there's an irritation. There has to be something done about it. I mean, as I've said, there will always be complaints, but what sets the other companies apart from the others is the response. I mean, as you said, maybe you can talk to a derma or something that someone who will be able to explain the situation to them.
Tapos, I feel like you need to always offer something different to them. And also
beyond the product. I mean, it's not just, hey, buy our product.
No, so we also need to connect with them emotionally. Yeah, that's what we do with our Mother's Day activities.
And you know the behavior of these moms already. As you said, they're on the go and they don't want to be hassled anymore. So that's where you get the personal level. And I think that's the best way to.
That's how you could earn their trust.
So it's not through all these big billboards and.
The billboards could really help when it comes to awareness.
It adds like awareness, yeah. But in terms of the relationship, it has to be. I mean, nothing can replace personal relationship, face to face.
With their customers.
And of course, when you call them, it's just a follow-up thing. But it's best to really meet them and.
For our Club Erase members, we have their contact numbers, and we usually text them updates on different promos or different updates that we want to tell them about our company.
Actually, come to think of it, these are very little things. Like, I'm sure all companies would say, oh, it's so easy, you can just text, call. But as I've said, the problem is who really does it and who really, does it constantly and regularly. Because you can text your customers for one straight month, and then the next time, you won't. It's a follow through, really.
You have to be sincere with it. Kasi customers could really say if you're sincere with it or not. We always tell this to all of our employees. Our main objective is to really take care of our customers. So all of their needs, we have to really be sincere about it. Really, you need to have the passion inside you to.
So it really shows like how much you want to care.
How much you want to care for your customers. We really want them to become more beautiful. We really want them to have.
True to themselves, the people you have to be true to what they say also. I mean, of course, this is the vision of your company to take care of your customers. So it's part of what you want to do, and you're saying that it will really show if
your people are sincere.
Just like I think entrepreneurs nowadays, like if they don't like what they're doing, it shows also. Like or whatever work you're doing, if you're not happy with it, you'll have to. So it's the same. You can compare it with how you want to treat customers also. That if you're not happy with them, they will feel that you're not happy.
Feel that, if you don't treat them, if you just treat them as customers lang or as people,
or as people that you want to sell your products to, it's really a mindset that you're saying. It's
really different when you build good relationship with them.
It's like a paradigm shift for people. I mean, the ones doing business, from a business perspective, you'll have to be able to think beyond what the customer can do for you, because in the end, of course, it's a two-way thing, right? I mean,
and these customers they will really be loyal to your product. So
it's like really investing in that initial
really investing
yeah,
for
the trust.
for the